What's going on, everyone? Dana from Naang Boots, and today I just wanted to talk about the different types of fillers that you're going to get inside of a boot, inside the sole, because there's always a gap when a boot has a welt, whether it's hand welted like our boots or a Goodyear welt. There's different gaps there, and there's different material that can be used to fill that. Now, we're talking about quality boots, so there's really only two things, cork and leather. Now, a lower quality, a cheaper boot that you might get from the mall or from like a Walmart, that's going to have some type of synthetic filler in there, maybe a polyfoam, something like that. But a quality heritage boot that's handmade, no matter what the brand is, it's going to be one of two things: leather, like we use, or cork. And it's not that one's better than the other, it's that there's trade-offs always with these things. So why we use leather is because it's a longer lasting material and it breaks into your foot. It takes a little bit longer, but that fit, that mold that you get during the break-in process is going to last longer. And you're going to be able to have the boot resoled, but not have to change that leather filler that's been molded to your foot. Versus if you were to get a boot that had cork in it, it's going to be, one, lighter for sure, because there's a lot of air in there. So you're going to have a much lighter boot in general, which a lot of people like. And then it's also going to break in a lot quicker. So you're going to have a much quicker transition to having that molded feeling on your insole. The downside is, though, that cork breaks down over time. It's going to get overcompressed. It's going to start to dry out and fall apart. That's the biggest downside to the cork. So when you do get a resole, because generally a boot that's going to have cork or leather filling on the inside is going to be resolable. So when they do resole it, they're going to have to rip all of that cork out of it and replace it. Now that's nice in some senses that you're sort of getting a new cushion layer back, but you have to break that in again. Versus with a veg tan leather filler on the sole, now that's already broken in. It doesn't have to be changed out because it's not over compressed. They just put the resole back over it, you're good to go. Now, yes, the leather is going to be significantly heavier than the cork, so if weight is an issue for you, you might look for a cork-filled sole. But if you want something that's going to really last, and to me, I don't really notice too much of a difference between cork and leather filler. Yes, it's a little heavier, but once they're on your feet and you're moving around, you're walking, it doesn't tend to be something that you notice, in my opinion at least. So something to think about. But if you want something that's going to be broken in and stay broken in through multiple resoles and multiple rebuilds and improvements to your boots, which is kind of why anyone's buying quality boots to begin with, you want that resolability, you want that opportunity to keep it with you for decades, then I like the idea of having it molded to your foot that's going to last versus having to constantly change out that cork that's inside as it dries and shifts. And that's one of the other downsides. It can shift as it crumbles apart, and then you get little pressure points inside your foot. And I've actually seen boots that have come in to be resoled, and the cork has crumbled so much in the forefoot that it's actually gotten up into the foot compartment somehow, worked its way up, and you start to get little bits floating around. So something to think about. Neither one is perfect. Like I said, there's the weight issue, but I think the ability to sort of have it broken in for longer and to not have to go through that break-in process every time you do a resole is a real benefit. If you have any questions, feel free to drop me a message on the website, or you can shoot me an email, leave a comment down below even. Thank you very much.